we're into the final five, and the Mariners are about to go in to the crunch set of fixtures, and it starts on Saturday afternoon as we head to struggling Harrogate Town, obviously managed by Simon Weaver, and obviously we're in the final playoff place as we speak, and I will take you through all the facts and figures that I can give to you, and I'll give you that, including a bit of what Artel said during his pre-match press conference. So I want to pick up on what he said as well, but injuries wise, it looks like we haven't really got any fresh ones. I think that is really positive. It was great last week to see Danny Rose back, which I wasn't expecting. I was probably expecting him back for this one against Harrogate. Obviously, apparently, he got the clearance. As I mentioned in the review, he got the clearance the day before to play. So it's looking, the long-term injuries are still long-term injuries, but we are, we are looking good in that. Obviously Chaz may be on the bench again, and obviously Justin Abiku won't be available. He's still with Coventry, and a couple of the Jaden Luca getting there. Not quite here yet either, but apparently maybe not too far off. He might be available for maybe Port Vale. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Cam Gardner, again, he's on the grass, but not really close, according to Artel. So it's all, injuries are improving, but nothing really that's going to stand out. I mean, obviously we've got a narrow pitch at the weekend against Harrogate, so whether width will really be on there. But if our bench is somewhat like it was in the last game, then that was probably the strongest bench I've seen us have this season. So we'll have to see. Injuries are improving, but nothing that's imminent according to Artel, but everything seems to be heading slowly in the right direction. Cass is also close to a return of some sort as well. So, team news wise, not too bad, but hopefully we can get a couple of more lads back, and you never know. Ardell did say the reason why Chaz was on the bench on Saturday, last Saturday, was simply in case we needed a goal in the last 10 or so minutes. Chaz might have been used, didn't need to be used, especially with the goals that we got, but the team news is pretty much as I expected, but hopefully injuries are heading in the right direction. So if we now move into the stats of the game, and of course it takes place at the I love this name, at the exercise stadium, and that's of course Harrogate lie in 20th place. Grimsby, of course, in that final playoff position in 7th. Harrogate have 45 points to Grimsby's 65 points, and it's Harrogate's goals have been 33. Grimsby have scored 57 goals this season, so nearly double. Not exactly, but nearly double the amount of goals between the two sides. Town have conceded 58 goals this season. Harrogate have conceded 52. Shots altogether, Harrogate has had 279. to Town's 342. 129 shots for Harrogate on target, 168 shots for Grimsby on target. Shots off target, 150 for Harrogate, 174 for the Mariners. Block shots, we blocked 131, they blocked 124. The passing accuracy, Grimsby have advantage in that, 68.7 to 63.37. Again, points gained from a losing position, 12. 5 for Harrogate, 11 points dropped from winning positions for Harrogate, 8 for the Mariners. And in the recent games, form-wise, the Mariners are 50-50 so far. 3 wins from the last 6, 3 defeats in the last 6. Obviously losing to Salford, getting a 1-0 win against Newport, winning the game against Colchester, losing at Crewe, but then bouncing back with a 3-1 win over Morecambe. Whereas for Harrogate Town, Harrogate have lost 2, drew 2, and won 1, losing 3-0 away at Newport, and that doesn't happen very often for Newport these days. Chesterfield was a 0-0 draw for them, a 1-1 draw between them and Gillingham, a 3-2 win for Harrogate against Tranmere, and a 1-0 defeat at AFC Wimbledon for Harrogate Town. In previous meetings, we played 11 times, 2 draws, 4 wins for the Mariners, 5 wins for Harrogate, and the truth is we have never won at Harrogate. We have never won a game at Harrogate Town at all. I was there for last season's fixture, of course, on the 9th of April. We didn't really turn up, let's be completely honest. A 1-0 defeat there. A nice little ground, but boy did it scream non-league. But the staff there was fantastic, and it was a good day out apart from the result. Speaking of the previous scores, we did get 2 draws within that time in the last 11. Not only was there that 1-0 defeat last April, close to the day near enough. It's the same weekend, but apart from that, last time on Boxing Day, the Mariners ran out of 2-1 winners at home against Harrogate, and again the time before that when we went to Harrogate, when they played at Blundell Park on December 23rd of 2023, we lost 2-1 at home there. And that was a game we really shouldn't have lost, but we did. And some facts for both Harrogate and for us to know about. Harrogate Town have won each of their 3 home Football League games against Grimsby Town, with all those victories coming via a 1-goal margin. I said we've never actually won at Harrogate Town. Grimsby Town have won just 1 of their 7 Football League games against Harrogate. Only 1. That's one I must have forgotten about. It wasn't. It was the 1-0 success in the reverse fixture in December. So there we go. Okay, but it's just one of these teams that are tricky. Simon Weaver always has Harrogate up for it, and a very, very difficult team to beat, and they're always tough to beat. Nartel did mention that in his pre-match press conference. Back to a couple of stats. Harrogate are unbeaten across their last 8 home league games, winning 5 and drawing 3. Their joint longest ever run on home soil in the EFL. And Grimsby have lost just 1 of their last 6 away league games, winning 4 and drawing 1. Now their sole defeat did come in their last outing at Crewe, 2-0. And hopefully we'll be looking to bounce back on the road from the Crewe defeat. What I did like about what Artell was talking about in his pre-match was basically the mentality of the lads. They seem like, he says, they're not under any pressure. I kind of agree with him, to be completely honest. I think that the lads are just they have a little bit of inward pressure, of course. Who wouldn't be? You want to try and perform as well as you can and do as well as you can. But I think outwardly, I think that's what he's trying to portray. But he also, pretty much his message is, and you can tell, is just, let's see what we can do. Okay, if we don't do it this year, we don't do it this year, but can we keep improving? One thing I will say for Artell, he has consistently kept saying improvement. What he's saying out in the media and what he's probably saying in the dressing room, probably trying to keep the pressure off the lads. And I do think actually, the pressure is off us anyway. Because when you look at, some commentators, which I've seen in certain things, and certain other vloggers of different football, League Two clubs, I'm thinking they're not even mentioning us. We're in 7th place, and with all due respect, it's Colchester being spoke about, it's Crewe being spoke about, it's now Salford being spoke about. We're not being spoke about, but you know what? The way I look at it, that is fantastic. That is fantastic, because if there's one thing that Grimsby are good at, it's coming from behind the rails. And I think people still think Grimsby are going to drop off. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's, all we can do, and I've said this to people, I've said this in other previews, reviews, we've just got to do our job. As long as Grimsby do our job, then we will end up where we end up. But as long as we do our job, it's irrelevant what the other teams do. But it's so important that we do ours, because Colchester are coming again. Salford obviously getting a win as of when recording this, a 3-1 win at Notts County. So there's teams coming up, but we have to focus on ourselves. I think the team will be very similar. I think Yasin might come back in though. Obviously, he didn't start the last game against Morecambe, but I think he will start against Harrogate. With the pitch being so tight against Harrogate, there's no doubt you're going to want to use Danny Rose again. If Rose is obviously fit, which he seems to be, he's obviously going to be playing. And the choice is, I think you're going to have to play Barrington again, because he is playing well. I wouldn't change much. If you don't have to change anything, don't for this game. I think Harrogate are going to be a tough team though. Don't let their league position fool us. And Artell's saying they're pretty much safe. I think if they believe they're safe, then they may not be. At the moment, they're 9 points ahead of the drop. But, with 5 games to go for a lot of them, you'd say that's a strong possibility. But mathematically, no, they're not safe yet. So they're still fighting for their lives. Quite a strong chance, but they're still fighting for their lives. They're not safe yet. So, and Simon Weaver being the longest manager. I think he's in football. You know, he's been at Harrogate close to 15 years. I mean, you know, obviously works for his dad's the chairman, but there's one thing, he does make Harrogate a very, very difficult team to play. It's going to be a very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting 90 minutes for the Mariners as the running gets further intensified. Can you believe, guys, we've only really got 3 Saturdays left of the season, of the regular season. 3 Saturdays left, and it's been a great season, however you look at it, really. But we'll see what goes on. I mean, I'm pretty confident. I don't know if I'm confident because it's a difficult game. But I have said now. I was talking to myself, to be honest, whilst watching the Notts County game. Maybe it'll help us. It'll probably help us playing away. You know. I think the fact that 3 of our games are away from home, that could help us, especially with the way our away form in general has been during the season. It might help us to actually be away 3 times, but you've got to take everybody on their own merit and realise it's not going to be an easy game against Harrogate. I think it's going to be one of those games again where the first goal is going to be so crucial. I think if we get it, we could run away with it. Kind of like once we got a goal against, once we got the second goal against Morecambe, it was pretty much comfortable from that. It could be the same again. Harrogate are going to probably try and make it tricky. They do anyway. They're a difficult side, especially at home, to play. So I think it's going to be a difficult game. My score prediction is going to be a 2-0 win for the Mariners. I'm going to go for 2-0. I'm going to go for Kieran Green and Danny Rose with the 2 goals. I think McJanet will go in against again for he'll start instead of Terrell Warren, but Warren has not done anything wrong, as Hartel mentioned as well. So it's good to be in a situation where at the minute it is in our hands, but we have to keep getting results. We have to keep winning because, like I said, and I'll say it again, our goal difference is not going to get us in these playoffs. I think we've got to win 3 of the last 5 to get in there. I think if you get over 70 points and you don't get in, you'll be very, very unlucky. But I'm saying a 2-0 win. Like I said, Green and Rose, but I'll take it from anybody. Let me know your thoughts down below and what you think about this game and what you think the score's going to be. And if you are travelling to Harrogate, I've seen a couple of people on social media that's travelling over to Harrogate, I think, for the weekend. Safe travels to anyone that travels up on Saturday. I will not be at Harrogate, unfortunately. I'm at an awards ceremony on tomorrow night, so I won't be at either Harrogate or Milton Keynes due to other engagements. But what I will say is the review of the game will be after I've seen the highlights, but the extended highlights that the club put out is where I'll be making my review from. So you won't get that till possibly late Sunday, maybe Monday before you get that review. But it will be coming, but it will not be straight after the game as I would normally do, or later on in the day. It may even be Sunday by the time I get it out to you. So do hit that bell button. Do hit the subscribe button. They will let you know when I upload the review. But if you are going to Harrogate, like I said, safe trip up. And let's hope the lads can bring us back 3 priceless points from a very, very, very tricky place. So like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Let me know what your score prediction is and what your thoughts for this last stretch of the running is going to be. And I'll see you beginning of next week, definitely, with the review of this game. And before we preview the Easter games, which I'll be doing one on Thursday and one on it'll be one on Thursday and one on Saturday for no, it won't be, it'll be Sunday. No, it will be Saturday. I'll do one Saturday as well. No, I think, yeah, I'll do one for each. I was going to think about blending the two, but I'll do one for each. One on the Thursday before Swindon, and one on the Saturday before Port Vale. So you will get a review, like I said. Not the best one, but you will get one. So do look out for that. So like, share, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Up the Mariners. And can we put a little bit of pressure on the top 5? Let's see if we can. I've got faith in them. Have you? I'll see you soon. Leave your comments for me, and I'll see you in the review for the game. Until then, up the Mariners. And we're finally in the final 5. See what we can do. See you soon.